turn already. Hello, good evening. Delcita, how are you? I'm just putting on my thing. I am doing fine. I am doing fine, Delcita. How are you doing? I just say I'm coming on. I want to come on before 8 o'clock. Good evening, Tedla. How are you doing? And Delcita, happy to see you, Delcita and Tedla. It is so cold. Cold, cold, cold. And I think you guys will be going to bed early tonight. That's you guys because you're going to have a cold front tonight into tomorrow morning. So you're going to be so tight in your bed, and maybe can't get out too early. Thank you for liking the live. Yes, how are you both doing? I'm so tired, but I say I still have to come on and give a little time. Yes, I have to come on and give a little time. Because I don't want you guys wondering, where is she? I was still on the other channel today because I couldn't go out today. It was all covered and the snow was too high. So, you're having rain. You're going to get the coldness tonight. You stay there. The cold is tomorrow morning, maybe in the night into tomorrow morning. You're going to get it, man, because they say you're going to have it. So, you better have on your sweater or have your sweater nearby. Have your sweater nearby. You're going to get the rain. And the rain often brings out the coldness with it. Yes, I'm happy to be here. Happy to see you, Miss Delcita. Each time I hear the name Delcita, I remember the name Delcita from St. Anne, the one who act in the plays then. I think Delcita writes your name. And I think, I don't remember if it's, but I know the first name is Delcita. But I know not you. Yeah, yes. So how has your days been, Guy? How has your day been? What's the coming you like up the live? How has your day been going? My day was very busy. So much things happening all over the place. Rain, someplace snow, someplace breeze, someplace have brought strong winds and snow. Yeah, I know you're having rain to bring in the coolness. Yes, let me say welcome, welcome. I'm still looking out for others to come on, but I don't really wait. As people come on, I was encouraging them to like up the live because Auntie D don't stay very long. Especially now that the time is cold and people are mostly laying in their beds. They fall asleep and leave me alone. So I said last night I wouldn't have come on because I thought they were going to have some Super Bowl or something. So I did other things. But tonight I said no. Whether they having anything or not tonight, I am coming on. So let me get into my topic because I know people have different timing. I don't expect anybody to be here from beginning to end. As you see, my title is Defending Yourselves in Public. I didn't bother to say in your home because everybody's supposed to know to defend themselves at home. You don't expect to, I don't expect to see family members, Traffic was into a bus too long. Okay. You have hectic traffic in the evening. Everybody wants to go because it's going to be cold and rainy. I think that's. And when you come to the end of a working day, you just want to reach home. And like when you work from travel from west to east. You ought to be tired and dreary. You Tetla? You ought to be tired. Yes, I'm looking at how can we defend ourselves in public. And the reason of coming with that title is our topic is when I looked at the Hi Devon. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the live. I looked at how the ladies had a fight, quarrel and fight, that they eventually, one was sprayed with the gasoline, and you know the story. So I'm just saying, there were two persons on one person based on what I get it. Hi, Mehan Kakar. How are you? Happy to see you. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm just saying, because how can we defend ourselves? What's the first thing one would do if they're going to defend themselves in the public sphere, not in your house? Meran, Meran. Okay, Meran. How would you defend yourself in public? Out in the public. And I'm looking at, I mean, everybody have their own opinion. Nobody can prohibit them to say no, right? Nobody. No, no, please. You don't send no money to me. I don't accept money here. Whatever you do, it must come through YouTube, not to me. Right. Yeah, it's very sad. So I said to myself, could we have a discussion on it? How can people behave when they are in conflict? Or, what should people do? I'm not talking about school age, because we're not talking about high school age children. You know that they will do anything, anywhere, anytime. But I'm speaking of adults. I'm speaking of adults. How can adults behave outside of their home? In their home, they may have brawls, yes, and quarrels, and sometimes they can be humble and they can be loud. So, if when you're at home, you practice to be loud, 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 and crow and make noise. When you go out, yes, someone could say it before, yes, and cause it to go up. But although we say it's in the Bible that soft answer turn it away wrath, but not looking in the Bible yet, just looking at our personal self, right? If somebody is, the persons are upset in the home, no, among themselves as a family, we have seen where person unalive each other, father unalive, son unalive, brother and sister and mother. So it obviously means that there is no balance in the home in order for it to go out into the wider sphere. And children are again in the homes, they tend to role play what they see. So when they go to school, they are quick to put up a fight and resist because that's what they see. So adults know carrying that sort of behavior in the we must have self control is so important. Adults know carrying on, sometimes you hear them in their with their children, you would not know that the person they're talking to is their children. It sounds like some other person from somewhere else. So that respect is not there. And I think some words are used that are not appropriate. You know what they will tell, what a child will tell his or her mother to do, what the mother will tell the child to do. So no balance, no respect is anywhere. And then you find that when it continues like that, to me, it goes out into the society. The children develop the same attitude, and the parents are accustomed to the same attitude, and they carry it out right out there. Hi, Spicy Jake. What is your favorite unemployed? Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I don't know what you mean. The activity. I don't know. So you find that now, becoming adults, they go out. They don't know how to relate to others. Guys, as a come on and like up the life, please. They don't know how to relate among themselves or their peers. So just as though they're accustomed to behave, they go outside and do the same thing. And there are times when some people will not tolerate the behavior or the disrespect, we would say. So they will retaliate, right? They will resist what you're trying to put on them. right? What, what Barlow is saying, if I follow the old gods, I don't know which god you call old gods. You'd have to tell me more about the old gods. I don't know. Right. Everything starts at home. Home is the first school. First school. It starts at home before church. And after the home, then they may go to church. Because not all children go to church in the early stage. Sometimes they only go there and christen them or bless them, and they never take them back again. Because I've heard children talk from they took when they took them there to be christened. They don't go back because the parents don't see it as important to send them. So all those little values just gone through the window. Just gone through the window. Because they are never yet able to say, go and mix with other persons and see how they do things and see how much they could probably change from their sort of negative thinking and to a more realistic and positive thoughts. So I'm looking at it to say that when I look where people don't really, sometimes people are not really friendly, they will say things. Whatever comes to their mouth, they say it. And then not everybody can tolerate because just sending all type of words to people. You know the popular S word, they like to tell people to S them mother, S them this and that and whatever. So it to me create a problem. It's a problem. And so if at home two sisters or brothers or parents have a little contention or a little heated argument, you find that one may run for they may run for weapons. You know the weapons, maybe knife, or whatever they can use to help them to, in case something happens between them and whoever in the house. So when that comes into, when they go out again, any argument with anybody, they are not able to reason before they come to a decision. They jump and decide quick. We're going to beat up this person, or we're going to wait on that person here. That person did tell me a word last year, I didn't like, I'm going to catch him again. So it's like, yeah, oh, they're trying to catch people so you can get them to beat them up. But sometimes, some people are not very skillful. They can't really fight. So they don't know. And maybe if you have more than one person attacking them, then you may find that they're not able to resist. So when they're not able to resist now, they're going to be dragged in. And and if they see that they are going to lose, they're going to become very defensive. High motor ski, they're going to become very defensive because nobody wants to be left outside and embarrassed. And that's why they don't want to be left in an embarrassed situation. They must be seen as somebody who have done something significant, right? Significant. And I'm speaking this because of what I saw in the media, about persons in homes or public places, but I've never really experienced or see a squabble or quabble or quarrel or contention between persons at a workplace along with persons who are not working at that space. What Motoski said, I'm so proud you didn't move to the back of the bus. Okay, so, I'm just thinking that we could have a discussion surrounding it because it is something worthwhile because children are looking on and everybody, strange enough, what the lady has used, whether or not she was overcome, it is still going to be classified as a weapon. It's a weapon because she didn't have anything else. Maybe they could have unalived her, in the process. So I mean, sometimes I wonder if she knew what she did because she could have burned down herself, burned up herself, and burned down the place because the gasoline, It's not the amount that you pour, but it has a odor that will attract heat and cause it to, be lit, get lit. So many things could have happened there. Many things because the pump attendant already opened the thing, so fire could have gone inside the tank. See if you understand. So you look at it from one angle, and the other angle now you're looking at it as being that the only means available to defend yourself. I don't know if I've never been in that situation, but people may have been. Your back, they say your back is against the wall. You have to just do. Yeah, we have to pray for everybody. Yeah, because look at it two ways. You look at the defending, you look at the one who got, you know, hurt, damaged, and it's just that I always say, if I did know, if I did know that if never comes first, it comes last after the situation. So if those people had known, and then what makes it kind of sad too is that in the news yesterday, the owner, the manager, warned them to leave the property, and apparently they leave. Well, the sister one that was there leave. Then she brought somebody with her now to make the thing into a bigger thing. Then where were they? That's as the lady stepped. Oh, they were close. Maybe at the back of the building or some corner. As the lady stepped out to do whatever, they pounce. They do what they're doing. But I think somebody was saying it's a horror movie. But I'm not laughing. It is very scary. Persons could have lost their lives. Vehicles could have been there waiting to buy gasoline. You understand me? But you see, when we have to do something sometimes, we don't think it. Because I know she knows, but she never stopped to think because, because they said she was being attacked as well bodily. She got bodily damage and things. So it's like you're in a corner and you don't know what to do. So you do what you can do. It sounds harsh. It sounds really harsh, but I don't know them. But I'm just saying that what are some things we can do when we are away from home to defend ourselves? What can we do? Think about it. What can we do to defend ourselves in public so that we don't go against the law? Can we have it? No, to defend ourselves, whether physical or verbal. And sometimes verbal can lead to physical. What would we do? Or what if the person attacks you? What are you going to do? When you stand up and take the beat up and say, okay, I will talk it out another time. And you keep on taking the beat up. What would you do? What would you do, Ted? I don't know if their seat is still here. What would you do? For me, when the person come the first time, I would try to, that's what I think. I would try to talk to them first. And seeing as they say, the news say it involves a third party, a male. It should be somebody is mixing up with somebody person. But then using a spiritual light, but that's what it means. So this person would probably come to you. Maybe they go to her to ask her certain questions, and they keep whatever it is. So they had a fight, some things going on last week. So you see, and they come out to the reach of the work. It's a pity, but I imagine the pump attendant could not have done otherwise. And now, if you're not careful, their lives are all going to be endangered, because nobody knows who is upset with who. Because that lady has to now go and do surgery to get. She needs 55,000 US. Can you imagine? 1,000 US is 160,000. Sorry, I don't know if it has gone further. So, and you went to talk about 160,000 times 55. Nobody has that amount of money, so who would have to put out that money? The only person who could have that would have been the government. Because government always have money. No matter how government say that no money. No matter how they say that any money, they find money to do things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you see, and we have to control our anger. You will wait until when your anger blow the cover that it going to try. You cannot control it that time. You cannot control the time. We have to learn to control our anger. And when you're able to do that, I'm telling you, you'll make it very far. And when you learn to control your anger, you become more tolerant of people around you. You tolerate them more. Hi, Johnny. No, it's best you leave the man. Give the next female for peace. Right. So if what I would have done, if I am the intruder and the person was with the other lady before, and they come to me from the very first time, they want to come back a second time. Because I would just say to the person, cool it. Because they were before me. I would just say, cool it. And even if I was after them, before them too, and I'd say, oh, you're too busy, just cool it. And sometimes we say something, you have to stand by it. If we say the person must cool it, means they must take a break. We can't say just cool it just and grow into something else. You have to hold on to what you believe. No, it's best you leave the man. Give the right. There are many dogs. Is that so? Many dogs and bones, something like that. There are many people out there. If you don't get one today, get one tomorrow. How many persons going around now? Just themselves and I. They don't have another person to stand up with them. And they are living, they are surviving. But some people feel that they must, if they don't have that sort of relationship, they cannot survive. A piece of them gone. You know? So, looking at it to say that it is sad, really sad. But on the other hand, again, you know, in one hand it is sad. And on the other hand, you're being defensive. But I was just thinking that could she have just sprayed the petrol on the person and don't bother light it? Because once you lit, you cannot cool it back again. Cannot pull it back, gone. So I'm just saying that, maybe I would spray her baby with the petrol, wet her up with it. But I don't think I would try and have a matches in my pocket there. Because if you have a lighter in your pocket or on you, it means that you pre-do the thing. You think about it, you give it some thought before you actually apply the things. And I can just imagine when that person is running, because you see, fire likes oxygen. Because when it gets oxygen, it spreads faster. You understand? So I just imagine when they say she ran. She ran away from the place. Then she fell. I don't know, but it is very, very unfortunate. And if you're not careful now, you're going to hear another situation at another gas station. So when you look, all the gas stations are going to be having problems. But I believe that she should, because to me it's a case of self-defense. I'm still thinking that she should never have thrown the matches, the lighter. She should never throw it. Because once you throw the lighter, you cannot control it again. You cannot. Say it was so frightening in the Western Parish there. So frightening. I said, what is going on? I said, what is going on? Melissa was just the last week in October. And so many quakes has been happening. and people having cold front and all kind of, changes and all the different things. And people find time to, you know, be involved in a quarrel like that. But people normally have big quarrel, big quarrel, but they never really fight. They have big quarrel. Sometimes neighbors have big quarrel, loud. So I say, I pray for them. But God help those who help themselves. It's wrong of the lady to go there to annoy the lady and her job. It's wrong of her to go there to want to beat her up. There are no two ways to make it right. And the Jay, I did to Jay sleep at home, so if you see me book. I'm not staying here very long. Just trying to give a little time. I always say, Auntie D, happy blessed miserable Monday and miserable Monday for true. You really miserable. It is so cold that I didn't even plan to come on. It is very cold. Boy, I don't know how people manage it though. Over the many, many years. They just live in it so. Man. Some people when they come, they don't go back to their house. They just stay and they live in it and enjoying it. We're talking about, I just seen the title, how can we defend ourselves? As somebody who doesn't work with any JB saying night to Tetla and have the best night. For somebody who may not work with that's a tool. You know what I mean? I say tool. So that if anybody want to fight them, they just pull in their pocket or their bag and take out something. But not everybody fight. Some people just fight with the hands to keep their fingers balanced and their nails shape well. But it's just you finish cleaning snow and come inside and have a cup of tea. Oh Lord. I tell you, what a snowy night. We didn't get any in the daytime, but we got early morning. A lot. But I think I heard that down here we get it a lot too. But it is very sad. Very sad, man. We don't I think we have so much mentally challenged people that we don't know what they're doing. So they just come. See this other one now. Was it on the weekend or Friday? The stepmother was crying that somebody just pushed off the door and called up two children and their father. Where one of the child died, passed on. You know. So while some of us are trying to live, some of us are not trying to live. They find different means of surviving. I believe. I remember we go down. We go down. We're lower than the 20. I couldn't push out today. I just stay in. I didn't bother to push out. And then I didn't get much sleep last night. I got about 2 hours. So I said, let me come on quickly, spend some time and get some sleep. I thought I would have slept today, but boy, the sleep did come, but I shook it off because I get the time I didn't supposed to go sleep. If I had gone to bed and sleeping on, it would have been a messed up day. Yesterday we were talking about it. And you may have heard about persons who were unalived during the past few days. 3 ladies were in a battle, confusion. So one unalived, one sprayed gasoline, petrol on another person who went to her workplace. So you may have heard about it. So we're just trying to talk about it. Because there's no way a person should go to a person's workplace and try to create that sort of embarrassment. And if it was the last day for you to have the children, try to put something for that day. So that, you have been rain Tetla. I say, now that me sit here and my body feel rested, you know. You have to try not to bow over because you have to just try not to bow over. Yes, that JB asked me Teta if she had fun at the rain. Oh, maybe she was playing dancing in the rain. So JB, what would you use to defend yourself if you are being attacked in public? Not talking about people who have them thing at home, but when anybody come and kind of woo woo woo, but just out in the public sphere, somebody come to beat you up or come to do you something bad. What would you do? Wait, it'll be about the traffic. The traffic is all over. Everybody driving. Yes, I must answer. Yeah, I don't see that seat. I don't know if she's gone. Yeah, so we had a very busy day yesterday. Today was not so very busy. So JB, how can you tell us how you defend yourself? How if you are being attacked in the public, how would you defend yourself? Mm-hmm. I don't know if maybe fall asleep, But you never know. But I'm just saying that you don't have to be real. But what if somebody attack you on the road? Yeah, say you're walking, not driving. How would you deal with it? It must be, it's just like we want to have a conversation around it. Or we are, if we are lacking, some people walk with pepper spray because that's what they are able to use. But something you realize that you may want it, it's in the bag and you're not near the bag. But at least you'd have had something. People walk with things, especially when they live in a lonely place, because you know who will attack them in the night or in the day. So they walk with a little thing with them. But we have to have a plan. I don't think that young lady had a plan because she would never want to use the property of the company to put it on the lady. But maybe that's what she had in her able to use. Nothing else was close by. Not like I could run and go look a piece of stick or run and look two stones or something like that. Maybe at that time nothing was available. Well, if I can talk it out, I will try that. That's me too. If you want to talk about something and the other party not willing to listen, it don't make any sense to talk from now until the next year. They're not going to listen. So if you make an attempt, I would try that too. Everybody should make an attempt. It's all up to you if you want to believe what the person is saying. You know? And if you see that they're talking to you not reaching anywhere, just walk away. Just walk away. And if it becomes overbearing, then you go to the authorities and report it that you're being, so they don't continue with it. But it was like I was just imagining myself there at the time when that incident would have happened. To see this person running, and the same person who was being like Goliath in the Bible had to run and roll on the ground. So the other one now who came with her, she must be frightened. She would have been so frightened. That's what I say. We never know what we're going to meet upon. We don't know. But sinners, when we end up in a little quarrel on and off, you have to make a quick decision because it means that something is going to blow up. Yes, praying is good enough. Yes, because sometimes when you pray, the Spirit will say, just talk so and so as JB say and walk away. I met today, I remember this song, Kenny Rogers, Coward of the County, and I was just reflecting on the words of it. And the father said, walk away from trouble if you can. It don't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. But when you turn the other cheek, you just accept what it is. But trouble don't set like rain. Trouble don't set like rain. Yeah, we can pray. That can be worrying. But when I do a live so that the simplest a person can understand. You understand me? Because if persons are not learning, then it won't give no effect. It won't be effective. You understand me? So we have to pray, We have to pray. And some of the time the incidents may happen to us as well as to somebody that we know. And sometimes people fool people into thinking certain way when they are going the other way. Then when they find out, no, David Santiago, hi David. When they find out, no, hi, God bless you and your family, amen. Thank you. When they find out, no, they are still upset. Welcome, David. So guys, sleep around, I'm just trying to, the place is all cold, everybody lucky. How are you, David? Mm-hmm. So we can look at talk it out before it escalates. Once you talk it out, it will be controlled. But if it's out of control, you have to choose the proper timing to talk it out. Don't fight the sympathy if you have. Yes, Lord, I try to keep a few minutes more. Oh Lord, I went to sleep about after 2 this morning, and because I know I was going to go to work because of the weather. Instead of me saying I plan to go back into my bed and get some rest. I know I don't reach back into the bed. I've been doing other things, so sometimes I will kind of go off. But they manage, man. Just a few more minutes because I've not been over here 2 days now. So I said, let me come this evening. I can't come every day. Every day, skip a day like every other day or so. The people not showing like you really want me. So me go hitch up in some little corner, right? Where it is so quiet. It's not that, but I'm trying to work on my other channel. divide up the time, balance the time. Else one will grow and the other one will die, will become unalive. I know speak. I know you speak. That everyone can. Lord Jesus. Yeah, man. That's how it is. Life is a cycle. Today you're up, tomorrow down. You don't know when you're going to be up sometimes or when you're going to be down. But to me, it's a cycle. It can be frustrating at times, but it's all a part of life. We have to live with it. But boy, not that I'm dwelling too much on it, but I said to myself, apart from talking over something, you know, how else can one do something so that things don't go out of proportion, gone over your head? Now, if anybody didn't know anything about that, whatever was going on, the whole world know now because of what eventually happened. Everybody know. And some going to criticize the young lady, and some going to be on the side of the one who got burnt. But all I know is it was a sad sauce, not a nice sauce. It was a bitter sauce. It's a pity though. Maybe if the other person didn't come back with her, it wouldn't have happened. Sometimes when they come, if you run them, you know. Maybe if the other one never come to give strength towards it and just quell it off, maybe nothing would have happened. But then maybe run behind and she will give support. No, she's in lock up because the three of them, because it includes the three of them. It's a really sad occasion. Sad that it happened. Really sad, but it's an eye opener for everybody. It's an eye opener. Now the man is going to be outside happy and the lady in a lock up. He's going to be enjoying life out there free, happy as a bird. I mean, we go get another person again. Why those three ladies are confused. But one is already locked up and the other two in hospital. But Tesla, sometimes they explain it the best you can, and some people just can't get it because they don't have no understanding. They don't have no understanding of common sense. That's why sometimes when you try to explain the things to some people, they get so cross. What we say they're ignorant. They just blow the top. You understand me? Blow the top. But we have to just, in the midst of everything, you have to have a little sympathy. I'm not going to come and say, "Ah, good, that and that." And I'm not that type of person. To me, I would have to. I would wait and say, "Boy, it's sad that it reached that level." It's sad, but it happened already. It cannot be undone. It happened already. Mm-hmm. So you go, my dear. You have a few minutes more. Few minutes, and it makes you get upset. Yeah, man. Because if you're trying to clarify something, and people come to in that sort of attitude, they're going to be aggressive and maybe talk down to you or something, and say a word in it. They love say, "Oh, it's your mother, it's your father," and that cannot. They put some word in it to get you off, and never we know you can choke themselves. I've seen children want to fight. Them first go and pitch up their chest in the next one. See me here, see me here. Touch me, touch me. Pitch up their chest so close. And if you ever say, step back, then grab up. But why the devil roam the place hard? Like I say, last week Lent, all kind of strange things going to happen. All kind of strange things. All sort of things. You're not even think about those things and it's happening. You must get upset, you know. And and then based on their thing, if she's really in the middle of the two of them, you know, maybe she getting more attention on certain things, or and folks not get, you know. We don't know the depth of it, but just based on what was put out in the media, we have to just deal with that part. And then I would say it is very unfortunate. It's a pity it had to happen. And if I was one of them, and if I was in the relationship first, me tell the man to go. And if I was like the other young lady in it after, me tell him to go and tell me come out. Sometimes you have to do these things to save your sanity. Because if you don't have money put up to make trouble, how are you going to find money to get out of trouble? For those cases, you have to get a well paid lawyer, which is some good money. No, no, 5,000 and 10,000. Big, big money. And you may not have the first dollar. You understand me? And if you don't have nobody to defend you, even though they will tell lie for you, I mean, the things that they would say to make you get off, you just, why? Because if they had just walked away, and again, if the lady did not go get her relative or whatever and come back after being sent off the property, maybe it would not make it happen down the road. But it looks so bad. All about social media. Sorry, everybody talking about it. Everybody talking about it. It's a hot number. But we are in the world, we can't pretend. When I was maybe walking on the road, and somebody come out off nowhere with a see the lady, she was in her yard in Portmore. I don't know where she was going in the yard. And the man come in the yard and chop her up, kill her in the morning and chop up her daughter 2 weeks ago. So you don't know what you're doing sometimes where you're at, something do happen. I remember the days when we used to go to the post office to call. You have some people they don't join the line. They stand up outside. And when you're near to go up, then they say, call for me now. And if you don't call for them, it's a quarrel. So what you have to do is call for them first, and then get on gone, and you call for yourself last while you're waiting in the line. Because if you go and call for yourself first and step away and forget to call for them, they're going to trace you off. Hmm. But some little things can cause big arguments. But we have to learn. We have to learn how to soften the thing and not make it get too loud. That's why I don't like when people talk too loud. Because when you talk too loud, as you get angry, your voice gone up in the roof. Everybody hear everything. So that's what I want to talk about, defending ourselves in the public sphere. What can we do? The best means to do anything, as we say, is to try and talk it out. If you can't talk it out, walk it out. And as I say, he who fights and run away will live to fight another day. You not actually fight, but you're not comfortable with the decision. No. Maybe next time around, you know better how to approach it. You know how to approach it. I'm dropping off the chair. Life is hard, but I think it's cheaper to live. It's cheaper to live. You can put up with any little thing. But I don't want the lady neither to die, to become unalive. I want her to live and see that never you do things like that anymore. Because see, sometimes we learn the hard way, you know. We learn the hard way. The hard way. In a few minutes, when I hear anybody, but it's silent off. Look like the cold start come down. Everybody gets stuck. It's stuck and freeze. Is it stuck and freeze time? I don't hear no sound. Boy, the whole J can do the thing again. Me miss the flowers every day. But the flowers ain't liven up. When you're talking to someone and they not giving you a chance to say nothing, them out talk you and over talk you. I don't like talk to people like that. Yeah, it's true. A big point that you know. You can't get that. So I'm going to give you a chance. I don't know if it's me you're talking. So I'm going to give you a chance now. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay. I'm listening. Put a thing, man. I'm reading. Yeah, man. We are learning. Sometimes when you hear me keep talking because I don't see anything coming up, you know that I'm not somebody who, anybody who know me, you know, they know I'm not somebody who talk much, you know. I only would smile, not even laugh, only smile. But you know, the older you get, you try, you outgrow that childishness, you become a little more mature, you will talk a little more. But me never somebody will talk, I'll be here the whole day, you don't hear my mouth. But you know, over time, let me hear from you now, Jay. You must be tired because you say, well, that's what I said earlier, if I did know. If I didn't, I always say the word if comes from the devil. If, because it prevents you from knowing. If I didn't know, I would never go there. If I didn't know, if I didn't know, it ever come last. Last. Ever comes last. If I didn't know, I would never walk around there, so I would never open my mouth and say a word. You know? But it's really sad, and I sort of feel it both ways. You know, I sit down and I think and I say, no matter you're selfish, I can't look at it one way. Mm-mm. Can't look at it one way. And I say, we just come and we have a little. But JB said, why you always put yourself into something that don't have nothing to do with you at it? You are the host, you. Then they may not have to say something, man, just so you can say something too. You know what, sit down, and the next thing you go, and you say, come, guys. Nothing keep talk. You know, read up yet. You know, read up yet, man. And then I miss the pretty. I miss them, you know. When they stay that, it put you to bed quicker. I see people use one and two. But them saying using one or two is enough. So me myself use one and two. I may go and I went around peeping. But when it's like this is so pale and it's you know it's kind of dull and you put it to bed. But I think I hope that they will still have a system where we can talk instead of writing. Yeah, man. You have a couple minutes, man. How are yourself? So how the weather yesterday? Did you get a lot of snow? No, Friday. Did you get a lot of snow down your way, Jay? What do you mean if you didn't know what Tesla? You see, Jay, the critique the thing. No, maybe. Oh, make Tesla answer. I mean, I won't chat too much. Make Tesla answer. Tesla clarify your statement. Jay is being very critical tonight, you know. He's dotting every I and cross every T. You see, as we jump off tonight. Sorry. Right, let me say Tesla dip. Smartly. Tesla right a lot. Yesterday evening, okay. You know that Friday, we had a lot Friday. I was so frightened. I was at work and believe me, I got so nervous. from about before 12 o'clock until about after 2 to 3. A lot, lot. Nobody was expecting it, a lot. But the one yesterday now started yesterday evening, but we get about the same amount last night. But since this morning, today, I don't see any. I don't see any. And I don't know if tomorrow. Me tell that do. Tell that. What are we doing at the city? New York City look terrible. What are we look awful when they show it all over New Jersey? Whoa. What where you have to say we're in the middle of winter because this is February and if you see outside, this big high everywhere you go, it make the place have a holy coolness, you know? About three. Well, no, we don't have any. We don't have any today. I, no, mm-mm. Almost about after 10 minutes, see any. You don't see anything. I don't see none. And even because I'd sent in that I wouldn't be coming in. When I look and say, all after one, I say to two, three, I say, no, something I could still go. I say, no. Me already say, me not coming, so me not going to push myself. And the sun didn't come out, but it had a glare. And they could put a half hour so glare, then it go off. But a lot of snow out the man. Just pack up, pack up, pack up. Lord. Pack up people we could cover bad. But it really whip up in the city in New York. I think we're going to get some for ourselves maybe next week. Wednesday is going to snow. But maybe when the people well, no, the weather the meteorologist say it's cancelled now. But for the rest of the week that they say it's cancelled. And because our country having cold front tonight coming down and then into tomorrow. The Met Office said they must go pick up back their sweaters. But they realize the cold front get regular out there. It's the third one he said, third one. And boy, I think the time change and the season change. And they were having rain. But it can bring on the cold. And not only they were having rain this evening. I don't know, but everything has changed. Mankind changed, the season changed, animals changed. I was looking at some, I don't know if it is true. I was looking, just before I came, I was 5 minutes. There was this large whale. I don't know that whale are that friendly. A large whale. He went ashore, someplace, and when the children they saw it, they were in the water. They tried to swim fast away from it. But when somehow it came back, when they looked, it had a huge hook in its mouth. And they take it out or whatever, and them sit on the back of the wheel. All the part them are play and a swim, and the wheel swim with them. I don't think it's real. I think it's because the water has to be so deep, for a whale to come so close to shore. Just figure say, this is not so unreal. Because a whale has to be in a lot of water, depth, very, very deep. And then but then so big, you know. It's a pity though when the snow is out on the roadside, they can't take it up and go through it in some river. But you see, if it still melts, it will flood the river again, so they have to make it stay there until the rain come and wash it away. Well, it's all a part of nature. I come here and see. I have to just learn it. But boy, I'm scared of it though it's not friendly. Not friendly at all, JB. This snowing is not friendly. But some places have it terrible. The lines are down, some out of electricity. So I don't know if this thing will go round and another time we may take us. So it goes. It's all learning. As we go along, we can tell our grandchildren and children, grandchildren, what it was like at a particular time. Snow, snow, snow. Yes, people, we can defend ourselves in public by talking, but if the person not prepared to listen, you have to make a quick decision and cut. Clear the air, clear the space. No matter stay there and force argument. Yes, but it's you people. Tetla, you drop off. Jay, you drop off. Well, I see so many persons on in the grass. You see the listen. Why? I think I'm going to make a cut. I've been, and I have to try my best to be up and early tomorrow. But if you want, we stay a little more. I don't want to talk too much in one night. Next time, nobody no come. Oh, she talk too much. But I've been at it all day though. Doing video, doing every little thing to balance out the day. I didn't want to get the day and then waste the day. So I try to achieve. It's all up to me make the call. All right. Mm-hmm. We go up to the hour. I'm going to go to 2. I separate this 1 hour after 9. What time is it now, JB? Or Titler? It must be after 9. I came on some almost 8 o'clock, some minutes to 8. I'm not close to yeah. I know it was close to 8, so close to 9. All right, guys. It's good to have an early night. I've been at it all day. So thank you for your time. You understand? It's 3 minutes past the hour. You understand me? So let's go stop at the hour. And maybe we can get something done within the next 13 minutes to make it up to 9 o'clock. So I can get a little bit of early night. It was really 3 hours on the phone until almost 2. So yeah. And there are so many sad things all over the place. Sometimes you can't dwell on too much of them because it will chill your spirit. But the one that really reached me was the one that we spoke about at the pump attendant. Let's say if trouble is set like rain, you just leave it and walk it out. You prepare for it. But set like rain, so it just come down upon you. So, all right. So, see you folks in the next time around. And those who are out on the trees, have a good evening. Sometimes it's good to go a little early. Sometimes it's good to go a little late. But we can't go too early all the while. And we can't go too late all the while. Because we're going to get burnt out and weary. So, catch you soon. Catch you when I go live, right? Take care of yourselves, guys. Thank you. Oh.